Hello everyone, my name is Philip, and today we're going to be learning about the puma. Let's start with some fun facts. Although often called such, pumas are in fact not true big cats. This is because, unlike lions and tigers, they are not able to roar. Instead, they use whistles, screams, squeaks, and purrs to communicate. Did you also know that there are 40 English names for the species, with the puma just being one of them? It holds the Guinness record for the highest number of names for any animal. Pumas are also one of the most widespread American animals, with pumas closer to the equator being smaller than those away from it, like further north and further south. The life expectancy of pumas in the wild is 13 years, with an average of 8 to 10. While in zoo care, they can live up to 20. A male puma, called Scratch, lived nearly 30 years. Pumas are also astonishing jumpers, being able to jump 20 feet into the air. Did you know that pumas have a massive range throughout the Americas? Their habitat goes from Canada to Chile, the largest of any mammal in the Americas. They can basically live in any land-based ecosystem in their range, so long as it contains food and shelter. Historically, their range has been even wider than today, and would include the eastern United States. However, after a long history of being hunted, habitat destruction, and the presence of livestock, pumas on the eastern side of the United States are only limited to 160 individuals in the population of Florida panthers. Because of the very limited range and population, they are under threat of extinction. The other eastern populations of puma were thought to have vanished entirely in 2011, although some pumas do travel occasionally from the west to the east coast. Urbanization is a major threat to them today, as pumas need a vast amount of land to survive, compared to other North American predators like the black bear. Pumas also have a range of unique behaviors. Pumas are typically solitary animals that hold individual territories, which they mark through scrape marks, urine, and feces. Male puma have the largest territories, and they typically overlap their territories with several females, which have smaller territories than the males. Pumas were originally thought to be very solitary animals, but it has been recently proven that they are much more social, since pumas exhibit many behaviors of other social animals, like visiting one another and sharing food, but they partake in these behaviors much less frequently. Pumas are both crepuscular and nocturnal, which means that they are most active in low light conditions, like dusk, night, and dawn. When it comes to interactions with pumas among humans, it is very rare. Pumas seldom attack people, and they much prefer to avoid us at all cost, being very shy animals. Many people think that pumas are very dangerous and will attack people outright, but this is not the case at all. When they do see humans, they do of course get very concerned and will attack when they feel threatened, like most animals. However, puma encounters are very rare, since people rarely ever see them, let alone confront them. However, it still happens. In the context of a puma encounter, the best thing to do would be to stay calm and very slowly move away. Trying to run or crouch down are bad options, since they could trigger a hunting response from the cat, or view you as threatening to them. Loud noises could also be an option to dissuade any puma. Domestic cats are animals that should be kept indoors at all times. It will help the local bird population, and keep it from threatening or being threatened by wild animals outdoors, like pumas and other wild animals. Other pets like dogs should also be watched when they are outdoors, if you know your home is in puma country. This makes sure that both the puma and your animals are kept safe. Farmers and ranchers carry a dislike to animals encroaching on their property, and pumas are no exception. However, pumas have an essential role. Pumas are what we call an umbrella species, which means that conserving their habitat and population will ensure conservation and stability for many more species. Acting as the order otherwise known as the top of the food chain, pumas control populations in the ecosystem. Certain populations that pumas maintain include competing predators like coyotes and bobcats, and herbivores like deer, peccaries, and feral pigs, which both keep the numbers of these animals down and promote healthy vegetation growth in the ecosystem and surrounding areas. High numbers of all these other species together are more likely to cause farmers more problems than just the cats, which is an incentive to keep them around. All in all, pumas are only doing their job. Tampering with this population shows no long-term benefits, as proven by the statistics. Please reach out to your local wildlife petitions and movements to see how you can protect these majestic cats.